Greetings, viewers. Thanks for joining me and Ozdog and some friends and family out. I'm in the Tundra today, testing out my new front end modifications. I got a couple more modifications coming up for this. My buddy Charlie's here in his Tacoma with the rear locker and the crawl control and stuff. We're gonna play with that. My son is here in his green first gen. You may be familiar with that from other videos, and of course you may see up there, or you will, my third gen. My buddy and I worked out a deal and he bought the third gen. Now don't worry if you were waiting to see some of the modifications I've talked about on it, because he wants to do basically most of those same things, and we're going to do them in my shop. So there'll still be third gen 4Runner content on my truck, but yeah, somebody who's really going to enjoy it a great deal has it. Sorry for the dirty windshield. I want to get some videos. I want to test out my front end. I tell you, it rides so much better already. I'm aired down to 15 pounds and we're headed for the trails. I hope to get some really great videos and hope you enjoy watching them. More on all this later. Yep, go up. Really happy with the Tundra's new suspension. It's so smooth and nice. Working out the Tacoma there in front of me. Charlie's been wheeling it. We've got a second gen Tacoma joined the crowd that's really beat up, or built up nice, not beat up, built up nice. We've been doing quite a bit of trying to get some video, but we're just mostly here to have fun. But I hope to get some shots of the Tundra doing some rocks and climbs or whatever it's doing. If not, we're out here having a blast, and that's what you should do. We got a second gen Tacoma, a third gen Tacoma, a first gen Tundra, a third gen 4Runner, and a first gen 4Runner, and we're having a great day at Interlake. Wish you were here. Yay for sliders. We just put those on a couple days ago. I wasn't watching. Come on, Oz dog, get out of the way, buddy.
Yeah, I thought about putting mine tied to the body and decided against it. I'm glad I did, because it gives me something to stand on.
Still kind of stand on a little bit. I think I'll need some tree around here.
Nice. Liam and his new 4Runner.
Got you some accessories.
Piece of cake.
Yeah, we went up that hill and stuff, because I mean there was no way for us to get between that tree.
Yeah.
I hopped in.
All right, viewers, back home now for the end of this awesome wheeling trip video. I hope you enjoyed some of the videos that you got to see of all the trucks that were in our group out wheeling. How did my front suspension upgrades do? Amazing. Those new struts are so smooth. Yeah, a lot of improvement now. The gusset and the strut tower brace and the double shear kit, that is all there for strength, so I don't have problems in the future as I beat on it, if that all makes sense. So yeah, I mean, I couldn't tell that they were there or not there as far as that goes, but the strut ride was so much better than before. I couldn't be happier. We had a great time. I love Wheelin the Tundra. Let me go back here and show you. I upgraded my CO2 tank from a 10-pound to a 20-pound. Now the tank is slightly larger, but it still was able to fit. I added a couple straps so it's solid as a rock in there. It won't shake around. My 10-pounder had a 125-pound fixed PSI regulator on it. That failed after almost 7 years of use, and the hose kind of blew up in my hand, didn't hurt me. Swelled up and popped is all that happened. Made my hand go numb for just a minute. I don't know why it happened right at the end where I have my hand, but that's where it went. So I bought a new regulator with some gauges. This was $100 setup here. Has the tank PSI, has a adjustable regulator on it so you can set the pounds here. I got me a new hose that's actually 20 feet long, and I can reach all the tires without removing anything. Now back here in the back for my camping, I did put me a port in to charge my phone or air up my mattresses and stuff. I put a few extra clips in, or tie down spots in. I repositioned my winch the high lift jack over there. I do still have my electric compressor here for just in case. You may have seen my light, my LED light, and the switch I put in here for that. I run both of these off the same 12-volt power that come from the battery back. All right, really happy I did this because it interlake the air. There's no really place to air up your tires at the end of the day other than like a cheesy gas station coin operated thing. So that's not happening. But we aired up my tires, 2 other guys' tires off of this, no worries. I can get a lot off of that. I did put some hooks up in the top. I fastened me an extra fire extinguisher here. I have one in the back and now one in the back of the truck and one back here now. I just drilled some holes through the side and riveted that bracket on for the fire extinguisher. I was going to paint those black so they'd blend in, but I think I'm going to leave them metal because I think they look cooler that way. So anyway, rivets won't catch something. I thought I'd slide over it. That looked like a pretty good idea to me. So overall impressions of the Tundra, fantastic. Now, if you watched, listened, and saw those videos, you noticed my buddy Liam driving the 3rd gen. He bought the 3rd gen off me. That is mentioned in the video. It was kind of a spur of the moment thing and a really good deal for both of us, and he bought the 3rd gen. Now, I'm just going to flash over here real quick, and then I'm going to go away from that because there's going to be a sneak peek video of my new purchase and some what's going on with that as it undergoes some major, and I think you're going to really enjoy it. I got to do it one more time. All right, barn find, let me tell you that. 20 years setting. I can tell you that. We're going to have some fun videos out of it. I can tell you that. So, enough about this. I'm going to do a little update after the Wheelin trip. Last Saturday I did an update after the install of on the road impressions. This time I'll do a little update of some Wheelin impressions and look forward to this next upgrade. This is a U-bolt flip kit I bought for the Tundra. If you're not familiar with that, it takes place of that plate. See that plate on the bottom and how the U-bolts go up? Well, you can't see it there. The U-bolts go up over the spring. This puts the plate up there, and there's a provision to screw your bump stop back on. And then your U-bolts go under the axle, and it eliminates all of that plate right there that can catch on rocks. No, that hasn't been an issue for me yet, but much like all the front end upgrades, I'm doing the little, inexpensive, gather and part type upgrades. Then when bigger upgrades come, like gears and tires and things like that, the rest of the truck will be ready. Not the greatest way, perhaps, not your way, not everyone's way to build your truck. But when you don't have a bunch of money to lay out for stuff all at once, do the little things as you can, buy them, stock them up, put them on. They'll make a big difference when you get there. This wasn't very expensive and certainly nicer than something I could make for the price I paid for it. So look forward to that coming up. Look forward to the new mini truck coming up and the great story behind that. More on the Tundra. I would still say more on the 4runners. Liam has a lot of the same ideas that I had for it. Thanks so much for joining us out here. If you like my show, subscribe please. If you want to see more, leave a comment. I love the comments. Those are free, easy, painless things that you can do to support my show. Yes, it's got a solid axle from the factory. I know I wasn't supposed to show you any of that, was I? Appreciate you for joining me out here today. Have a super great day.